Alright, hi there. Welcome to one of my first videos, and before we start, I just want to thank you and get out of the way that I'm using images and content from The Last of Us. They have all their rights, and I'm not sure if I have to do that at the beginning of something. Maybe the game already does that for me, but I'm going to be playing a little bit of the game, letting it play for a bit, and then I'll get into a drawing and a study of The Last of Us as it is one of my favorite games, and I would very much like to do this study. Hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you near the end.
This way. If we cut through downtown, we can hit the Capitol building by sunrise.
We hope.
Holy moly. I guess this is what these buildings look like up close. They're so damn tall. So what happened here?
They bombed the hell out of the surrounding areas to the quarantine zones, hoping to kill as much of the infected as possible. It worked. For a little while.
What the hell was that?
Tess, you hear that?
Yeah. It sounded pretty far away, though.
Shit.
Are we safe?
For now. Come on.
Damn, that's quite a drop.
Well, there's the Capitol building.
Yeah. We need to get around this mess.
This is the downtown area?
It was. Now it's a giant wasteland.
Over here. You find anything over there?
No.
Keep looking.
Should I do anything?
You just stay close to her for now.
Roger, Dodger.
Hey, Tess?
Coming. been ripped apart. Body's pretty fresh.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it might be. Let's not stick around.
Looks like these guys died waiting for backup. God damn it, clicker.
Jeez. What's wrong with its face?
That's what years of infection will do to you.
So what, are they blind?
Sort of. They see using sound.
Like bats?
Like bats. If you hear one clicking, you gotta hide. That's how they spot you.
Whole building feels like it's about to fall apart. Watch your head.
Everything is totally cool.
Give me a hand with this.
You alright?
It's nothing.
Let's search for supplies.
Shit. Oh, that was intense.
You said it.
Let's get the hell out of here. Oh boy.
Here, patch yourself up.
Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Shit. Go, go.
think that's it. Ellie, you okay?
Other than shitting my pants, I'm fine.
That's good.
The stairwell's blocked. Should we go back up?
There you go, ladies.
All right. Come on.
Oh, this is crazy.
Just don't look down.
Are you serious? 20-year-old platforms exposed to weather and what could possibly go wrong?
Jesus.
Come on, Ellie.
Yeah. Don't look down. Just don't look down.
You're okay. We got a way through.
I'll go check it out. Stay with the girl.
Well, welcome back after that ugly mishap of being a bad gamer. But I hope you enjoyed a little bit of gameplay. Hopefully it was calming until the end. But let's get right into the study, shall we? Today I wanted to go into the cordiceps and do a little drawing of it, see what I could amalgamate, as you could say. And I went through some various references online, as you just saw, and I decided to open up the art book as well, because I had it lying around. You know, what's wrong with a good art book? I personally love The Last of Us, and I couldn't help myself, and art books are kind of an addiction of mine. So, here I was going through some of the designs, as I found it very interesting how many of the cordyceps designs before the final, I should say simpler but iconic zombie was made. There was plenty of iterations as concept art goes, and plenty of things that looked a lot more alien, as they describe in this book. And they wanted to stem away from that, if I remember correctly. So they went for more of a grounded look, because things were looking a bit too alien. Now, what's cool about the concept of The Last of Us zombies in general is that it is off of a cordyceps, which is a fungus in real life, which is kind of crazy and a little terrifying if you ask me, but it's interesting that they brought a thing that's not hypothetical, because most zombie viruses in general are a what if you could call it that. But this one was based off of something that relies in our real world, and if it were to evolve per se, this is the idea of what it could become, and I really enjoy their take on zombies with that. Now, when it comes to my art style here, as I begin the study, I know it's not widely known, as I'm not a widely known artist, but I hope to be one day. Let that in this video be the notion of one day I shall be him, as they... Oh my goodness. Anyways, my art style here, I always start off with a base sketch, going through different thumbnails, most of the time for my drawings, and I usually have a reference board off to the left, just to give me a general idea of what I'll be going after, as it's a lot easier for me to grasp what I'm drawing when I have a set goal in mind. Sometimes I'll open a blank canvas and I'll just draw aimlessly and not really be satisfied with what I'm doing in any regard. Order has always been a way of working for me. I don't really work in a chaos with my art. At least I don't think so. I know some people, or most people who don't draw the sketch, are like, what on earth is that thing you're drawing? And I'll be like, well, you just don't see the vision yet. So maybe I do have a little bit of chaos, but I tend to think that I have a bit of order with my art, as I usually have a set plan, like I was saying, before I start drawing. And that just allows me to achieve the results that I need far quicker than anything else. Plus, it just gives me a confidence of a path of where I'm going. Oh, I'm beginning to realize how much talking I would need to do to fill this entire timeline, which I won't be doing. I originally thought I would, but screw that. I'm not doing that. I've got better things to do, and you could just listen to calming music in the background while you draw. You just need to hear a little bit of my voice to get to know me. Anyways, like I was saying, in my art, I start with a sketch and many thumbnails. Sometimes I go with the first one, but a lot of the times it ironically is the third one, as in the most loose when I draw that. And that's another thing. I think a lot of people neglect the warm-up in their art, as they've got quote-unquote better things to do, which I would highly debate, because having a warm-up in your art allows you to, the same as working out, be ready for the task at hand and let your hand flow a lot better on the canvas and let you get more ideas out there that might work better, instead of spending, let's say, 2 to 3 hours on a piece that you felt, about, instead of a piece that you could feel, wow, that's my favorite piece in the world. So that's a lesson to you. Go out there and do your warm-ups before your art, like gesture drawing. I know that's a dreaded thing among some people. Or I do speed paints before my art to warm up, at least as of late. And that just allows you to do your full potential. And before I let the rest of this video play, I just want to once again rant a little bit about The Last of Us and just the beauty of it. I'm sure I'll do another video in the future doing a study on the character of Joel and Ellie and the story in general, but for now I just wanted to address the cordyceps, as they're a very iconic design. Many people can recognize them in gaming even if they haven't played The Last of Us, as it's almost a silhouette. And I think a lot of people don't understand how powerful a silhouette can be, but Naughty Dog nailed that in The Last of Us. And you can see that in all the zombies. They have this fungus growth on them that doesn't make them just a human shape. But as I was talking about earlier, I was looking alien, it gives them just a little bit of an alien shape that changes the silhouette to make it far more interesting than a regular average day Joe. You know what I mean. Another thing about that is how they design the world around the cordyceps. How it is not just a disgusting thing, at least in my opinion, but a beautiful thing, as it erodes nature and adds this twinge of sickly green, but also, how do you explain it? A deep red, like a blood almost, on top of this core of the cordyceps, and that allows the world to have this huge contrast between that cooler green that you see everywhere in the world and this muted earthy color. Not only does it change the way that the world looks in The Last of Us, but it also changes how the entirety of the world reacts, as the survivors, Joel, Tess, exclusions of Ellie, have to wear gas masks, and that is a resource that is needed now among everyone if they want to survive with going out raids, missions, anything that requires heading into a cordyceps infected territory. And that just gives such a dynamic and changes the world and creates such a lovely world building that I think a lot of games miss out on, which definitely Last of Us did not. They are, in my opinion, a very beautiful, powerful storytelling. Finally, to end off my study on the cordyceps, which I kind of want to go more into now, but I'll end here, is that the cordyceps itself tells time through how it affects the humans that it infects. In a way of saying that it shows aging with the zombie virus, not just decay, as the world is changed and humans, through the different stages of runner, clicker, and bloater. The other game, Last of Us Part 2, has more variations, but just those different stages show how time has affected the virus in this individual that could very well still be alive in some way under that virus, and it shows the horrific stage of it. And it's another wonderful tool to show the age and how the world has changed because of this virus in general, and how the cordyceps feeds off of this individual over time and keeps them alive. Alright, that concludes my 2 cents about the cordyceps virus. I'm sure I'll have more in the future, but thank you for watching, and I will let the music play and you can just enjoy my art process. I hope to have another video soon. Let me know what type of video you would like to see. I might do a study on Wolfenstein soon, as I have been enamored by that game, but we will see. In all things, thank you, and may God bless you.